Jackson Radio Show.
This is the little thought experiment I play. What if this were Donald Trump? I know what Marie would say. She'd be all over it. Let's look into it. We got to find out the details around it. He does much worse things, actually. And what most people are saying now is, well, it didn't influence this, or it had no real outcome in the election. The fact of the matter is, it points to everything in politics that people are sick of in this country.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's no defending it. I don't know what can come out of somebody's mouth to say, yeah, that was okay to do. It was a dossier, whether it was a report or whatever. The next excuse is, oh, the Republicans, they started it. Well, big deal. You took it, and you took it to a whole nother level, and everything involved in it points back to the DNC, the Democrats, the Clintons, and even probably as high as Obama.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson, that was me on Outnumbered. I love when we're using my clips on this show. How cool is that? Yeah. So Marie Harf went off after that. Whoa, Obama, he's crazy. He must be loony. I can't wait. I swear to you guys, I cannot wait. And you got to be feeling the same way listening to the Kevin Jackson Show and being the staunchly conservative, salt of the earth American. That's what I would call you. Salt of the earth Americans that you are. You got to be waiting to see Hillary Clinton go down, Barack Obama. Let's follow the money. It's simple. And you know what the bigger point of all of this stuff that we've learned about Donna Brazile has been? You want to know what the bigger point really is? The bigger point is that Barack Obama left the Democrats broke. How embarrassing is that? After 8 years of rock star adulation, at the very end, the party that was supposed to be able to do whatever they could do, you know, just supposed to be it was left broke by the brother. The black man left them broke. When I said that on TV, I said that on Fox and Friends, and it went viral. One of the leftist trades picked it up and was like, did you hear what that Kevin Jackson said on Fox? He said that the brother left him broke. It was the truth. They had undying adulation for Barack Obama. We may have talked about this before I left. They had undying adulation. And for those of you who aren't aware, Barack Obama was a fundraising phenom. There was no better ticket than putting Barack Obama at an event in 2008. Nothing. Nobody came close. No rock star on the planet could get more people to donate. I'm talking about they broke every record. Think about this. We talked about it on the show, I believe. Barack Obama raised more money in his election cycle than all presidential candidates combined in the 2004 election cycle before that. That's how much money he raised. He was rock star status. Once he got elected, it shot up. I think he raised $135 million the first month after he was elected. He was a fundraising phenom. And at the end, the DNC owed money. They were $24 million or so in debt. Barack Obama, he couldn't raise $20 million if you put a gun to his head. I'm talking legally. Where, you throw $1 million event, it's 35, whatever the limit is for you to donate to the campaign, whatever. He couldn't raise it. Still can't. But they want him to be relevant. And this is the man, and I keep coming back to this, who lost the Democrats 1,030 seats or something, 1,080 seats. And they're losing special elections. We've got an election coming up. In fact, I think it's today. And Barack Obama's probably going to lose that race as well, the Virginia governor's race. He's lost the 4 special election races. It's just bizarre. They know where this is. Crooked Democrats. And I'm going to tell you, I've talked about it earlier in the broadcast. I want to slap the smug look off the faces of these leftists. I want the very same thing that we felt on November the 8th, or the 9th, depending upon when you decided you'd won. I knew on the 8th we'd won. But when those Democrats realized that it was over, I got to tell you, to this day, whenever I am feeling a little bit low, just a little bit, I reflect on those crying faces, looking up at that monitor, jaws agape, unbelieving that Hillary Clinton had lost that election in a landslide. Not believing it. Looking at the numbers from Florida roll in, looking at the numbers from Pennsylvania roll in, looking at the numbers from Ohio rolling in, and we were just crushing them. Michigan, boom, 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 beating them down. Ground and pound. Love it. And so these leftists, they're holding on to this vestige that, and I tell you, let me tell you, the motivation of it is they think they're so smart. I was listening to, I forget the other girl's name. She's a pretty girl. Man, she's beautiful. And Marie Harf, both of whom are leftists. And they were talking about, oh, yeah, the days in the CIA. And when I said that, I remember, I know Harf's resume, and I was thinking to myself, our CIA's got to be dumb. They're dumb. If they hire these girls, they are dumb. Look, I went into this thing thinking that these people are brilliant. They graduate with these great degrees. They're really smart. They're intuitive, etc. Let me tell you something. Whether you're talking about the Chris Cuomo on CNN, Rachel Maddow. They say Rachel Maddow, she's a Rhodes Scholar or whatever. I don't care what she is. You seem to think that by giving me a title of somebody, it makes them brilliant. They're not smart. So they may have all this scholarly stuff, but and all these credentials that may impress people, but you got to prove to me you're smart. My son went to Wharton. He's brilliant. You want to know why I know? Because number one, he was raised by brilliant people. Number one. And number two, his brilliance has been tested. This kid is brilliant. And I'm not saying that as his father. I'm telling you that is I don't have to guess it. When my son is taking on a role, you will be impressed. And if that's my legacy, I proudly proclaim it. Because I told him, you got to back this stuff up. But let me tell you, he'd run circles around these people I've met in D.C. without even thinking. That's what's so scary. And they're supposed to be the really smart ones. I mean, my son's obviously top tier smart. But I'm saying they pawn themselves off as this. It's just all pump. It's smoke and mirrors over there. It really is. It's pretty disturbing. And now, so we found them out. They didn't want to talk about all that's going on. So Pelosi wants to move forward. And I've asked the question, do you really think Pelosi wants to focus on the next series of elections? Think about it. They lost the presidency that they never expected to lose. Look at the midterm elections that have occurred in the prior ones under Obama. What happened to them? They got crushed. We'll talk more about it in a bit.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.